This video is partially made possible by Gigabyte.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video review. Today we're going to have a look at the Enermax Modu87 Plus power supply. Now Enermax has sent us the 800 watt power supply, but it's also available in other wattages being 500, 600, 700 and 900 watts. Now let's first go over the looks and the cables etc. of this power supply. It has a rough paint finish together with some gold coloring here and there. And one of the cool things I saw is that they painted the logo on both sides in such manner that you won't see the name upside down when this power supply is installed in the normal ATX case. On the top of the power supply we can find its 139mm fan, which has the heat guard feature, which means that it keeps running for about 30 to 60 seconds after your computer system has shut down to dissipate the remaining heat. On the back of the power supply we can find the power plug and the power switch. They also include this clip which they call the cord guard, and this ensures that your power cord won't come out that easily. If we then have a look at the bottom of the power supply, we can see some specifications and more specific the rails for this particular power supply. I'll let you guys have a look here at all the rails of all the power supplies of this series, so pause here in case you want to have a decent look. And then there are of course the cables. You have a few native cables, the 24 pin, you have two CPU 8-pin cables, and one of these is 4+4. And you have two 6+2 PCI Express connectors. Of course you can see that this is a modular power supply, so there are more cables, and they include them in this bag. So these are all the cables. I'm not going to go over them because then I'll probably sound very boring. But I'll show you guys the cable sleeving here, and as you can see it's of very high quality. So quite flexible as well. Can do lots of stuff with it. So cables are quite flexible. So that's really good for cable management. And also the Molex connectors, this one right here for example, have these grips which are very useful when you're pulling out another Molex connection for example, or when you're trying to install another Molex connection on this. And again, here is another scheme of all the included cables for all the power supplies of this series. So pause here if you want to check that out. So I've almost covered everything here, but there are still a few very important things which you should know about this power supply. First, that it has the 80+ gold label, and for this power supply it means that you get an efficiency of 87 to 93% at a load of 20 to 100%. There are also a bunch of protection systems in this power supply, which is very important. Protections such as active PFC, over current protection, over voltage protection, under voltage protection, and many more. Other than that, they include a free fan with this power supply. I'm not exactly sure whether they will always do that or if this is just a promotion for this new series of power supplies. But anyway, this is a blue multi-LED fan. It has a speed switch as well as a switch to cycle through the different animations for the LEDs. The other things Enermax includes is a power cord, velcros, a case badge, 4 screws, 4 fan screws, a 3-pin to Molex connector adapter, some 3M tape for the buttons of the fan, and a user's manual. And to conclude this review, I'll be very straightforward. There is nothing really I can come up with that is a negative factor about this power supply. Only perhaps that the badge on the back fell off and that I had to use some double-sided tape to put that back on. No, really, this is a brilliant power supply. You get many options with the cables. You even have two CPU 8-pin cables with the 700 watt or greater versions. They are very efficient, look good, and also the cables are long enough for most computer setups. So yeah, thanks for watching this video review. If you want a full list of pros and cons, you can visit our website. Don't forget to also like, comment and subscribe if you haven't yet. And thanks to Enermax for sponsoring us for this review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.